thank you so much for making time to speak with me. Happy holidays, Merry Christmas, all the best to you and yours. And I have to say, thank you so much for what we're going to talk about because this has a lot to do with City Hall bringing something back that has been tradition throughout for years in this city, and I actually believe around across this country. What is back finally at City Hall at Nathan Phillips Square?
Cavalcade of Lights, 55 years and going strong. We weren't able to have a cavalcade for the last couple of years, but now we do. So we're really happy about that. And happy holidays to you, Rudy.
It is a great experience for somebody who's never been to this. What exactly do they experience? And one thing I have to throw out there very quickly is something has been definitely a tradition: ice skating.
Absolutely. Yeah. I mean, Cavalcade, this year we were so lucky at our opening, which was November 27th, to have a whole bunch of skating shows. And during the rest of the month, up until January 7th, we're going to have skating parties and public skatings every night and every day. So that's a really great tradition for Cavalcade of Lights.
Now, part of Cavalcade is has to do with a Christmas tree. And I know you guys have set that up. What is going on with our tree? Because usually you guys have either the biggest in the city, the biggest sometimes in Canada. What's going on with that?
The tree was actually, along with all of our lighting installations and our lighting decor, the tree was officially turned on November the 27th by Mayor John Tory down at our opening at Nathan Phillips Square. And it's the tallest tree in Toronto. And it gets put up every year about a week before Cavalcade, so in the third week of November, and then it stays up until after New Year's. I believe it's going to stay up until January the 7th, and it looks beautiful. Um, it's not only does it look beautiful with the lights off, because it really does, but it
Mhm.
also looks amazing with the lights on. So if you come down of an evening to see all our other lighting installations and lighting decorations, you can see this beautiful tree lit up as well.
Now, I think, and correct me if I'm wrong, when the tree was lit up, did Santa make an appearance?
Sometimes Santa does. He
Hmm.
didn't this year. We kind of did a bit of a twist on our cavalcade this year. Instead of it just being Christmas or Hanukkah focused, we kind of wanted to celebrate a whole bunch of traditions from other cultures who have like lighting and lantern festivals. So, we did a nod to Diwali and Kwanzaa, Hanukkah, Chinese New Year. So we didn't have Santa this year, but we had lots of other interesting performers from other cultures.
And well, and which is understandable because I know Santa is limited because he's getting ready for Christmas Eve and he's got to travel around the world. So we know Santa was definitely there in spirit. Just
Yeah.
curious too, because I know one of the things I love about going to this great event is will the food trucks be back this year? Just curious, yes or no?
Um, there are going to be some food trucks out on Queen Street. That's about all I know. We didn't have food trucks at our opening because we had to follow different COVID protocols and we didn't want people to gather too much in one spot. But there will be some food trucks back on Queen Street.
Which I love. And you just mentioned something too. Is there protocol that's going on as we are going to be enjoying this great event?
Yeah, we're really encouraging people. I mean, it is outdoors, so we are encouraging people to wear a mask though and to socially distance. And on our opening, we had quite a lot of people down there. It was a comfortable enough sized crowd that people were, okay to like stand, wear their masks. There were no issues with anyone being worried about, anything to do with COVID. So that's all we're asking people to do this year.
What is it like for you personally when you see tradition not just returning to Toronto and really the heart of the city, but also seeing generations? Because there are families who are adults, but when they were kids, they were going to this. And now they're bringing their kids to this. And probably in another 20 or 30 years from now, those kids are bringing their kids to this event.
That's right. I mean, it's great because it is a festival that has a long history. And not only many generations of people have come, but the many different cultures that make up the city of Toronto. And for me as an event programmer, we hadn't done a in-person event for almost 22 months. We did some programming. A lot of it was virtual. We did smaller events, but this was our first big festival. So all of the people that worked on the event and all of the performers, like everyone was just so happy to be there and sharing their talents and their creativity with the city. And it was really heartwarming to see our cavalcade of lights.
One of the greatest things that happens, not only this event, but also New Year's Eve, people have been coming in front of City Hall in droves. I have been there. It has been a party. I've been lucky enough to actually be on stage while this was going on and to see the massive crowds, people smiling, people having a great time, and just looking to bring in the new year is amazing. What is going to be happening as we finally bring back the New Year's Eve party of the city back to Nathan Phillips Square?
Well, actually, we're really excited because it's going to be hosted from the observation level this year of the CN Tower.
Oh,
We're going to have a live screen broadcast of New Year's Eve performances from iconic music and performing arts venues across the city. High altitude fireworks displays launching simultaneously at midnight across Toronto's waterfront. And those are going to be fireworks you could see from anywhere in the city. Whomever has a view of Lake Ontario, they'll be able to see it. And then the artists and the venues are going to be announced on December the 21st. There will not be any fireworks at Nathan Phillips Square, though.
okay.
Again, just due to COVID protocols, we didn't want to have, sometimes we can have up to 40,000 people in that square.
Yes.
So we spread it out, spread the love and spread the fireworks out. So that's what we're doing. And we're so happy because, again, we haven't done a New Year's Eve in a while, and it'll be so exciting to have it back again and being celebrated in the city.
So let's make it clear. We have a celebration, but not at Nathan Phillips Square. So folks, don't head to Nathan Phillips Square if you're expecting the big party that we had before. This is going to be spread out throughout the city, and you'll be able to see these fireworks wherever you are, correct?
Yeah, that's right. And as well, you can, enjoy live performances from like a number of different venues by all sorts of wonderful artists from all over the city, which is very, very exciting.
This is going to be great. This is the way to celebrate Toronto. This is the way to celebrate our culture. Before we go, I'm just curious, are you already thinking about events that are going to happen in 2022?
Oh yeah, I mean we're planning already. We haven't done an in-person Nuit Blanche in 2 years,
It's true.
and so we're already working on Nuit Blanche. We're already talking about plans for Canada Day. My old program that I used to work on, Doors Open Toronto, is coming back in May. So yes, we're really excited because we feel like we're back in our groove again. We're doing our thing, for the city. So.
TO is gonna party, and just to add in for folks to remember, the Juno Awards is coming to Toronto, so that's
Great.
gonna be a big party too coming up in the early part of the summer. Kerri, thank you so much for this interview. Thank you for what you've been able to do for us as we're closing 2021, and so looking forward to everything that you plan for us in 2022. Have a great holiday, have a great new year, and cannot wait to see what's going to happen at the end and in the beginning.
Great. And if you want to see the enhanced lighting and all the decor and the beautiful tree, it's going to be on in Nathan Phillips Square every night from 5 to 11, going until January the 7th.
Thank you again.